Hello, good night. On the podcast, we hear about the extraordinary life of BBC war correspondent Fergal Kinney has reported helping his television audience understand the horrors of a war, but underneath there were more personal reasons that drew him to the front. He was addicted to war. Despite the danger, Fergal finds himself returning again and again to report fronts where songs it gave him something he could, yet anywhere else a hugged adrenaline rules and Fergal began to worry that was become addicted to war. Fergal tells about living with PTSD or post-traumatic disorder, a type of psychological suffering that results from witnessing extreme violence. In addition, in this podcast, a vocabulary regarding war of some terms that are used in terms of post-traumatic stress that Fergal lines are known. After the diagnosis is post-traumatic stress disorder, he received support and was finally able to stay away from alcohol and nightmaric was disturbing and scary dreams. They all told us about that he was a psychiatrist who is a doctor who specializes in mental illness. That a courtesy is a covered period of psychological illness that leaves you unable to cope with life. The voice of the George for a call finally because the significant praise that is stop doing what you are doing because you no longer want to. As for the previous one, I think that it should a great value and very appropriate. Well, many times we not take consequence or do not predict what can happen and we think that every time is normal. We get involved in things that catch our attentions and sometimes things they can be harmful to our health will it turns out and happens that we become addicted to that, so it is importance in music and control our action. This is also sometimes very delicate in that witnesses violence and that he lied to report is because it was his hope, but and the purpose he was not realizing it, but after a while he accepts that he was becomes addicted to scenes that adrenaline rush to living took Ignatius to Bain's presence in the war and that is he Fergal had his disorder because the last sentence seemed to me very interesting and is that we only start doing things because we no longer want to. But many times that adrenaline and that desire become in obsession that leads to serious consequences.